EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say? Play action. Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it. Because that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for the... This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger flushed up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back at the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's where I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters, corner for the Rams, against Michael Thomas, receiver of the Saints. In the last game, Michael Thomas really got over on him, over 200 yards receiving. And the Saints said that was the game plan, to attack Marcus Peters. He vowed it would be different if they met again. Here's his opportunity this Sunday.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Hey, Tuesday.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Coleman, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Ryan. Incomplete. Jones, one of the most gifted wideouts in the league, no doubt. But he's going to have his hands full. He's going to be watched like a hawk on virtually every snap by Joe Hayden, and over the years, we know Hayden's reputation.
Oh, the reputation is well-deserved, too, because he's a guy that has the agility and the length to stay with the receivers. Think about what he's able to do. Even though he's a tall corner, able to break down and move quickly to where the ball is.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 54 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you for Mahomes and Brady, Chiefs and Patriots?
I'm very excited because, remember, this is a rematch game, just like in the NFC, where they played in the regular season, but this time the site is different. Regular season, they were in Foxborough, and Tom Brady and the Patriots won late against Kansas City. But how about this? The first quarterback to have a 50-touchdown season, Tom Brady, he's taking on the latest to do so in Patrick Mahomes.
And you've also got the likely MVP in Mahomes against arguably the greatest to do it all time. The storylines here, just at the quarterback position, are limitless.
Yeah, and remember we said they met in the regular season. It was 43-40. The win for the Patriots in Foxborough, but Kansas City walked out of there vowing revenge.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Jack 16. AB. Corner.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
For the Falcons, Charles, we've talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. To throw on third down, Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Ryan will throw again. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
They get it to him running left. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. It's Coleman here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons are in for 6. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Got a second here to assess Pittsburgh's last season as their offense comes onto the field. You know, for most of the folks that are fans of the Steel City, they're probably saying, wow, this was tough. But, hey, they were 9-6-1. The thing is, expectations there are playoffs every year.
You're right. And to show that, they haven't been under 500 since 2003. It's a very consistent franchise. But remember how the season began. Le'Veon Bell once again holding out. They expected him to show up and play. That didn't happen. Then at the end of the year, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger. What's going to happen there? So they bookended their season with controversies. In the middle, did not play up to their standards. I still thought they were going to win the AFC North. Turned out Baltimore nosed them out. They've got to do some retooling in the offseason.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Hey, Tuesday. Right. 11.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, a reminder to everyone out there, coming up soon, the NFL Club Championship event. Now, there are a handful of those club events that haven't been determined yet, but eventually there will be a representative from each of the 32 NFL teams. It's about $700,000 worth of prize money, and it's all going to take place live on Twitch every day at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, starting January 30th and running through February 2nd. Don't miss it. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Fosher on the punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second down, Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown zone in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alone, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made by Bruce Carter.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, you got 3. Go. 120. Line.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. 120. Black.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
22. Let's go.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Possession back to Philadelphia here, and for the Eagles, 6 weeks ago, if you take a step back, all looked lost. And then the Eagles able to win 5 of their last 6, get the 6th and final spot in the playoffs, and came up with just a little bit short against New Orleans.
Just a little bit short, but remember, they had a bunch of games on the road down the stretch in order to make this happen, and they got it done to get to the playoffs. So I thought a remarkable finish for head coach Doug Peterson and the leaders of his team. Never let the locker room get away. Hung in there and battled. Nick Foles playing for Carson Wentz. The defense, a bunch of no-names coming together and playing well. I still think the future is awfully bright in Philadelphia if they have health in 2019.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The Giant first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's complete to Golden Tate. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 81, 81.
On play action, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 26 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
22. Hey, South. Go.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Tuesday.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. On first down, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him, 11 yards and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Back. 120. Sunday.
Now it's a Giant. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Being chased out left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz escaping the pressure right. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
Yeah, came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 120.
Now Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams have